Find the average rate of change of q of x equals 1 over 2x plus 1 on the intervals from 0 to 1 and 3 to 5. Let's start by looking at the interval from 0 to 1. To find the average rate of change, we have to evaluate q of 1 minus q of 0 over 1 minus 0. Now, q of 1 is going to be 1 over 2 times 1 plus 1. And q of 0 is going to be 1 over 2 times 0 plus 1, all over 1. Now, in the first fraction, in the first set of brackets, this is going to be 1 over, now 2 times 1 is 2, and then when we add 1 to that, we get 3. So this is going to be 1/3 minus, in the second bracket, we've got 1 over, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 gives us 1. So we've got 1/3 minus 1 over 1 over 1. So I'm just going to write this without the brackets. 1/3 minus 1 over 1, all over 1. To subtract these fractions, we need a common denominator, which is going to be 3. So this is going to be 1/3 minus 3/3 over 1. 1/3 minus 3/3 is negative 2/3. So we've got negative 2/3 over 1, but anything divided by 1 is itself. So in the end, our average rate of change is going to be negative 2/3. The reason that the average rate of change here is negative is because as we're looking on the interval from 0 to 1, the graph is going to be decreasing on that interval. Whenever we have a negative average rate of change, that means we're decreasing from the first point to the second point. Now, it could be that we increase for a bit and then decrease more. There's different ways we can do this, but in general, when the average rate of change is negative, the function value of the right endpoint is going to be less than the function value of the left endpoint. Now, let's move on and look at the other interval from 3 to 5. Here, to find the average rate of change, we're going to have to evaluate q of 5 minus q of 3, all over 5 minus 3. Now, q of 5 is going to be 1 over 2 times 5 plus 1. And q of 3 is going to be 1 over 2 times 3 plus 1. And that's all going to be over 2. I'm going to go down just so that I have more room. Now, in the first set of brackets, let's look at this denominator. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So this is going to end up being 1/11. Now, in the second set of brackets, in that denominator, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So this becomes 1/7. So we've got 1/11 minus 1/7 over 2. To do this subtraction of fractions, we need a common denominator. The common denominator between 11 and 7 is 77. So we want to rewrite these fractions with 77 as denominators. 1/11 is going to become 7/77 because the top and bottom get multiplied by 7. And then 1/7 is going to become 11/77 because 1 and 7 need to be multiplied by 11. Now that we have a common denominator, we can subtract those two fractions. 7/77 minus 11/77 is going to be negative 4/77. So we've got negative 4/77 divided by 2. And we know that if we want to divide by 2, this is the same as multiplying by 1/2. So this is going to be negative 4/77 times 1/2. We can cross-cancel here with the 4 and the 2. They're both divisible by 2, so that becomes 2 over 1. And then when we multiply across, we've got negative 2 over 77. So here, the average rate of change is negative 2/77.